What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my channel. I'm just making a short video tutorial on how to install mods on Marvel Rivals specifically. Few people have been asking me questions about it, so figured I would just do this and make it easier for you if you prefer the visual instructions rather than some of the written stuff. Most of the mods will have written step-by-step instructions, but if it helps more with video, here you go. Um, Before we get into it, a couple of things. The first would be a disclaimer. If you're a very low risk person, you can get this out of the way now so you don't start downloading mods and someone will tell you about it later and you come back and start blaming me saying that I set you up or anything like that. Um, Mods are not something that is outright bannable right now. This could always change in the future depending on the stance the dev team decides they want to take on things. But as it is right now, they are aware of mods specifically because Necros was using his own. Someone made a mod for him on his stream and they told him to take it down. So they know about it. And to my knowledge, no one's been banned for using cosmetic mods at all. That being said, that can always change because even though it's not explicitly outlined in their terms of service, they can, depending on especially what the community decides they want to do with these mods, they might decide to take a harsher stance on these things. So you never know. But it's highly unlikely just based on how they engage with the community. I don't see that happening, but it's not impossible for it to happen. So don't say I didn't tell you. All right, now that that's out of the way, the first thing you want to do is pick a site. I commonly use Nexus Mods, so your home page will look like this. Then you'll want to search for the game specifically that you want to go. So you'll do the search bar and type in Marvel Rivals games, Marvel Rivals, and then you'll pick your mod, or we'll search for the mods that you want in question. You may or may not need to go into your settings to site preferences to alter your preferences depending on what you want because there are some NSFW mods. I'm pretty sure that's in the preferences and not just in your search options, but I could be wrong. I haven't changed it in a while, so you'll have to see. But yeah, there are certain mods that would be restricted just on a general search. Um, so the first and foremost thing that you will want to do in order to make sure that all your mods will work, or at least the compatible ones that will work with this season, since season 2, is you will need to get a signature bypass. Most mods will have your instructions written down here, but as you can see, this one specifically does not. So you'll do signature, and then here it is. You'll want to download it and follow the instructions. I will do that in the video, but it has it written down here. How to install, what to look for, and such and such. So most of the pages will have a small breakdown like this. Will tell you where you need to put them. But again, the video is here for a visual representation, so it'll make things a little bit easier for you. So you want to download this first and foremost and install that, which I will show you afterwards. Then you want to pick a mod, any mod of your choice, and you'll want to download that. And to any folder of your choosing, I have a folder set up already for all my Rivals mods so I can keep everything together. So when you click download, it'll start, it'll ask you to choose where you want to go. One important thing that I forgot to mention as I was recording initially is that you should install a method to skip the intros because especially during new seasons, mods tend to break because they updated things and some of the files will get moved around a little bit so they don't track properly. So you'll get like visual bugs, animation issues, or just downright they don't work and your game will crash. So if in the event it does crash, this will allow you to get back in the game a little bit faster. I think it's less of an issue since they updated it, but still, the faster you can get in, the better it is for you, right? So you'll want to do search for skip intro. And right now, there are two that I personally have used recently anyways, would be these two here. So this installs using the same method I'm using to install your mods. It'll go into your mods folder. You just copy and paste them into there. This one uses a different method and it does not require to use the universal bypass. So if you don't want to use any other mods and you just want to skip the intro for whatever reason, you can download this alone by itself without using the bypass at all. So after you have downloaded your mods, you'll want to go to your downloaded folder and extract the files. So you can always extract the files themselves into the specific folder from the zip file. I generally tend to put them in here just because I use so many mods and it's easier to keep track of in case I want to replace the older mod with a different mod. So I know with the signature bypass specifically, you want to extract that, go to its contents, copy. When you navigate to your rivals folder, easiest way if you're on Steam is to go into your Steam, go to rivals, go to your settings, go to manage, and it'll say browse local files and it'll bring you directly to this folder specifically. Marvel game, Marvel, binaries, Win64, and then you will paste for the signature bypass. If you want to use the intro skip, for the one that does not require the signature bypass, you will go to here and here and then paste your files here. So this will replace these folders. You will want to back these up. It's recommended that you back them up, so it's a lot less headache for you. You can just copy and paste them back over rather than have to do a file check to replace them, but that's entirely up to you. I didn't, so it is what it is. And that will get you to skip the intros. Alternatively, just like with all other mods, you're gonna go same process, but you're not going to go up here. You're going to go down here and you're going to create this folder specifically here. It's not going to be there by default. You need to make it. And you will need to make sure that this symbol, I forgot what it's called, but you'll need that to be there in order for the Gate client to read that this folder exists. Otherwise, it'll be there and nothing will happen. And then you'll come back to the folder which you downloaded your mods into. And on my recommendation, I would copy the entire folder. Don't do what I did, but copy the folder itself rather than copying the individual files. You will then bring them over to your mods folder inside the Marvel Rivals directory and paste. So as you can see, if you copy the files individually, you end up with a mess like I have right now. And if, for instance, you want to use a different mod over the same skin, you'll have to remove one of them. So right now, for instance, if I wanted to replace Wanda's Lady in Red skin, I have it here, but it's also got some other files up here. So some of them were updated at different times. So now I gotta go make sure I track down all of them. Folder's a lot easier for you. You can rename the folder to your liking. That way, whenever you go looking for, you can find it, and then you don't mess up anything based on how they have their file stored. That should make everything a lot smoother, a lot neater, and a lot easier for you to move things around. Should get you up and running and ready to go. And then I will show you how this will look like in the game. I'll show you how it looked like before, and then I will show you how it looks like after the mod has been installed. And hopefully that will help you guys install mods yourselves in the future. And if you like this content, give a like, give a follow, share it, tell your friends, and watch my garbage gameplay in the future. That's it for now. Peace.
Enemy ahead. Prepare to engage. Dance. I fight for more than a flag. Enemy ahead. Prepare to engage.